Hello again and welcome to music class. Here is what we have in store for you today. First, we're going to do more with our greeting. Second, we're going to do some echo singing. Now this is weird. Third, we're going to do Peter and the Wolf. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to create your recording of your 4-beat motion for the song High Hopes. I cannot wait to see your video recordings. All right, have fun. All right, let's review our greeting rhyme that we've been doing with all the motions. Stand up. Come on. All right, here we go. Say hey, say hi. A wave works too. Thumbs up or a wink. Air hug, jazz hand salute. Say hey, say hi. A wave works too. Elbow bump, fist bump. I messed up. Elbow bump, foot bump, air fist bump. Dude. So yesterday we took different parts and we silenced our voices but still did the motions. Today we are going to just do the motions. Like I said yesterday, if you're not thinking it in your head with a good sense of beat, we're not going to stay together. Okay, so you really have to, all the rests have to be there. You can't just run over them in your mind, okay? You can't just go on to the next motion because it's the next motion. You have to think the words so that you go on to the next motion at the precise right time. All right. I will help you with one set of words. I will say the part that goes say hey, just to keep us on track. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Say hey. Say hey. Let's try it one more time, and just for fun, the only thing we'll say is dude at the end. Okay, here we go. Stand up. 1, 2, ready, go. Say hey. Say hey. Dude. All right, everyone. We are done with that one for a while. We'll have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. All right, boys and girls, I'd like you to be my echo and we'll get our voices warmed up and ready to go. Here we go. I'll go first and then I'll say ready, go, and you'll echo me. Do, so, ready, go. Ready, here I go. T, so, your turn. T, so. T, re, so, your turn. T, re, so. Do, so, your turn. Do, so. Fa, la, your turn. Fa, la. Do, so, your turn. Do, so. Ti, so, your turn. Ti, so. Do, 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 your turn. Do, do, do. Thank you for warming up with me. Now we're ready to go. Boys and girls, I'd like to remind you that we are learning how the famous composer Prokofiev took the story of Peter and the Wolf and brought it to life with music. The next character we'll learn about is the bird. Prokofiev made the bird sound the flute. When the bird has a part in the story, here's the sound the flute will make. That sounds just like a bird. Let's learn a little more about the flute.
My name is Roma Duncan, and I play piccolo and flute in the Minnesota Orchestra. I started playing the flute when I was 11 years old. There wasn't an orchestra program in my town. I'm from a smaller town, but there was a band program at my school that I really enjoyed, and I had a fantastic private lesson teacher. And then I went on to go to school where I studied both flute and piccolo in university prior to becoming a professional player. The flute is a member of the woodwind family, which is a little bit funny when you consider that most modern flutes aren't made out of wood anymore. Many of them are silver. Mine happens to be gold. And it's kind of a personal choice which metal you play. The gold is a little bit more mellow, a little bit warm, the silver a little bit more brilliant and projecting. So unlike our friends in the woodwind section who generally play with reeds that make a vibration, in the top of the flute, in the top section, and there are 3 sections, I have a head joint, a body, and a foot joint, makes sense. I have this little lip plate and there's a hole in the top, so I don't blow into the flute, I blow across the hole, and there's a very sharp edge here. That's going to split the air into 2 streams and cause a vibration. The vibration goes down the length of the flute, and I can show you with just the head joint. This is where the sound comes from. It goes higher or lower. But I need to be a little bit more exact than that in the orchestra. So I attach it to the body, and I've got all of these buttons, which we call keys. And you'll notice I have more keys than fingers. So there are these rods and mechanisms that connect them, and that's how I get the individual notes. So for the most part, when I lift a finger up, the note's going to go a little bit higher. And when I put a finger down, the note is going to go lower. That's our general rule of thumb. And I'll play you from the lowest note to one of the highest notes on the flute so you can get an idea of its range. So that's the range of the flute. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I was happy to talk about the flute with you today, and we would all love to see you here in Orchestra Hall for one of our concerts.
The next character we're going to learn about is the duck. Sergei Prokofiev chose an instrument called the oboe to make the sound of the duck. I think you'll understand why as soon as you hear it. Here's the sound the duck makes in Peter and the Wolf. Let's learn a little more about the oboe.
Hi, my name's Adrian Wilson and I play the oboe, and it sounds a bit like this. My instrument can play quite high. and also quite low. And also quite crazy. Also, if I take the reed out of the instrument, it can sound a bit like an animal. What do you think this might be? I can play sad and slow tunes. And I can play quite happy and bouncy tunes. But what I like to do best is to play beautiful tunes.
The next character we meet in the story of Peter and the Wolf is the cat. Now, if you remember, the cat was kind of sneaky. So Prokofiev's music for the cat sounds a little sneaky to me. The instrument he uses is the clarinet. Here is the sound of the cat. Let's learn a little more about the clarinet.
Oh, hey! I brought my favorite instrument, and it's inside this case. Now, it's in a case because the instrument is really fragile, and it needs to be protected. Ow! This is the clarinet. Ooh. And this is how you play the clarinet. Now, I'm missing a piece. Here it is. Now this is the clarinet. All you have to do is put it together. You're right. The clarinet. Can you say clarinet?
Clarinet.
Perfect. This is how you play the clarinet. I'm missing a piece, huh? Here it is. The clarinet. Now it has a lot of pieces, huh? Just gotta piece this thing together.
On the top, Aaron.
I got it. All right, I got it. I can do it. I'm a professional. Got it. Told ya. I'm missing another piece. No more playing games. And then, of course, the last piece. The most important piece of all with the clarinet. The mouthpiece. Can you say mouthpiece?
Mouthpiece.
It has a hat on it to protect it. Aaron, I am your father. And then on the mouthpiece, I put a little piece of wood called a reed. Now, this reed makes the sound of the clarinet. All you have to do is put it in your mouth, blow air on it, and then it vibrates. Can you say vibrate?
Vibrate.
When it vibrates or shakes very fast, it makes a sound. Right? The reed. Can you say reed?
Read.
All I have to do is put the reed right here on the mouthpiece. I'm going to play the mouthpiece by itself. And the sound you're going to hear is the most amazing sound you'll ever hear in your life. It'll remind you of walking on a rainbow, or cotton candy clouds, or eating your first ice cream on a summer day, or going to the beach with your family and just putting your toes in the sand, or running through a field of daffodils, or jumping into the pool and getting really cold, or pretending that you're a bird and jumping off a rock and flapping your arms, yeah? Or, going to the golf course and hitting that hole-in-one you've been dreaming about, or taking that first sip of Rachel's lemonade. Are you ready? All right, it doesn't sound that good, huh? But when I put it on the clarinet, it sounds like this. And if I push the buttons, it changes the sound. I can play it low, or up high. And if I play it in the right order, I can play any song, huh? That's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I don't know if you've heard of it, huh? The clarinet. It's my favorite. Kids Imagination. That's us.
Today is the day you are going to turn in your video recording of you performing your 4-beat pattern along with the music High Hopes. And you may have to play these directions several times to totally get it. So here's what you'll need to do. You're already in your classwork section, and you actually had 3 links. The first link was this directions video, right? The one you're watching right now. The second says High Hopes recording and part of the word video. The third says Screencastify. So what you're going to do is you are going to hit the High Hopes recording, and you are going to press play, and you will hear my voice right away. But I have it on mute because if I'm playing here where my mouse is, you won't hear me here. It'll get confusing. You shouldn't panic. You have plenty of time. But if you've noticed, this opened in a new tab. So go back to the first tab, the Classwork tab, and open the Screencastify app. When you hit record, it will probably ask for permission to use your microphone and webcam, and you should go ahead and give it permission and press record. Now, what you do next is make sure you are in the picture. So if you're using your knees to tap and your head to tap, so I need to see at least that much of you. Now remember, my video is still playing in the background. You're probably still hearing my voice give directions. And what you're waiting for is you're waiting for the music to start. And you're waiting for me to say, 1, 2, ready, go. And then I'll be saying, strong, weak, 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 strong, weak, weak. And you can do your thing along with the video. At some point in the video, I'm going to stop saying strong, weak, 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 and I want you to keep going without me until the music's over. I want to see if you can do the pattern without me speaking. Okay? When the music's over, here's what you do. You hit stop recording, and you can listen to it. Again, don't look at me right now. Look at my mouse. You can listen to what you did. And once you listen to what you did, you have a choice. You could say, I didn't like that. I didn't do a good job. And you can start over, or you can hit the submit button. All right? Now, if your parents are going, oh my goodness, this is just too much, I'll just take a video of you doing that. That's okay too. They can find a way to share a video with me another way. All right? So, go into the next link and you're turning on my video. Then you're going back to the top so that you get back to the classroom, and you're turning on the Screencastify. You're pressing record. You're making sure you're all in the camera like you're supposed to be, and you're waiting for me to say 1, 2, ready, go. All right.